Hello, everybody. This is Abby Alcox with Badgerland Journal. We are back at it again with a new episode, and today we actually have our first listener request, so I'm super pumped about that. And I would love to hear more listener requests, so if you have something you would like me to cover, please head over to our Facebook page. It'll be linked down in the description, and send me a message, leave a comment on any of my posts, and I will take a look at it. But getting into it, our subject matter today is the Wisconsin fish fry. Just like our episode on the Wisconsin Old Fashioned, this is a staple of Wisconsin. You can't go anywhere without this being offered. It is at supper clubs, it is at bars, it's at taverns, it's at diners. You can't go anywhere in Wisconsin without a fish fry. So, what goes into a fish fry? Well, typically, the fish itself is some sort of beer battered, deep fried. That fish can be perch, walleye, haddock, cod, bluegill. Those are the most popular. But then sometimes you can find catfish or smelt as well. It is then accompanied by some sort of a potato. The potato can vary. It can be French fries, baby reds, even hash browns. I know potato pancakes can be very popular. And then, of course, you got a side of coleslaw, rye bread, and then whatever condiments that you want. If it's a lemon wedge, malt vinegar, tartar sauce, I know most of mine I eat tartar sauce, although I'm kind of interested to try it with malt vinegar. So that might have to go on my bucket list. But where did this popularity come from? Other states have fish fries, but it is nowhere near as prevalent as it is in Wisconsin. So it actually started probably the early 20th century. And there were three factors that made this so popular. The first factor was the high German and Polish heritage in Wisconsin. And not only going the German Polish heritage, but the thousands of Roman Catholics from Germany and Poland that immigrated to Wisconsin from Europe in around the 1800s. And this meant there was a lot of Catholic teachings that they brought with them, including the giving up of meat on Fridays. This teaching comes from the crucifixion of Jesus on Good Friday. So, to commemorate this, Catholics won't eat meat on Friday. And so, when they came to America, they brought this tradition with them. But what is acceptable to eat on Fridays is fish. And a lot of these immigrants also wanted a cost effective way to stay faithful. And the answer was the cheap freshwater fish. You have Lake Michigan and you have Lake Superior. And so there's plentiful of fish, including walleye, perch, bluegill. And it was so cheap that in 1950, Rhinelander was selling a fish fry of boneless pike and smelt for 35 cents. In fact, it was so cheap that fish fries used to be all you can eat. And I don't know about you, but I vote we bring that back because I would eat so much fish if it was all you could eat. Probably too much fish, but that would be a problem for another day. But the reason we probably don't have as many all you can eat fish fries anymore is we're actually importing the fish that we use in our fish fries today. A lot of the fish is either coming from the East Coast or even the lake perch that we eat is coming from the Canadian side of Lake Erie. So the final factor that influenced the huge popularity of Wisconsin fish fries is Prohibition. So during Prohibition, taverns needed a way to make money and stay open. And so they were selling platters of fish to try and maintain their business. And let's be honest, they were probably selling some alcohol under the table on the down low. Now, if any Catholics are listening to this going, excuse me, we do not abstain from meat all year round. We only abstain during Lent. Yes, I know, I'm also Catholic. And I have an answer for you. And this is because in 1966, Pope Paul VI changed the teaching. He said we no longer had to fast all year round on Fridays, but only during Lent. Despite this, Wisconsin maintained their fish fry tradition because it was just such a part of being in Wisconsin that even when it wasn't necessary, we still love eating fish on every Friday, no matter what. And actually, some churches still do fish fries all year round. In fact, in Milwaukee, St. Sebastian's Catholic Parish, they do a fish fry the first Friday of every single month. And it ends up feeding over 1,300 people. And they've been doing this for decades. So, one final story that I want to leave you with is actually that of Jim and Shirley Widmer, because they, from 1997 to 2010, searched newspaper ads, phone books, the internet, anything they could find to find all of the different fish fries offered in Wisconsin, whether it was at a diner, a bar, a country club, a veterans organization, or a church. And over this 13-year adventure, they brought together family, friends, neighbors to eat at these different restaurants and enjoy a Wisconsin fish fry. At one point, they even tried a ranking system, making a ballot of 1 to 5 on how they would rate the food. And then each member would give their ranking, and the average score would be the score of the restaurant. However, this system fell apart because Jim's brother Ralph could not give any restaurant lower than a 5. He thought every fish fry was fantastic, and I feel Ralph so much. I would probably be the same, giving every fish fry, "This is amazing, I will have more." But along this adventure, Jim would take a photograph of the outside of the restaurant, the inside of the restaurant, and pictures of the waitstaff. And this collection is actually available on the Wisconsin Historical Society's website, and I will link that over on our Facebook page, so please go and check it out. But it's really cool because Wisconsin fish fries is something that I think most Wisconsinites share. It doesn't matter if you're rich, poor, if you're from northern Wisconsin, southern Wisconsin, western, eastern. It's not for urban or rural, it's for everybody. And so through his pictures, he shows a wide variety of Wisconsin and the people that inhabit it. And so I just thought that was a really cool thing. I really would encourage you guys to go check out some of these pictures. And that is the history behind the Wisconsin fish fry. And I'm going to be honest, has made me hungry for some fish fry. So I think I'll have to head over to the Chatter House, which is my favorite place to get fish fry in De Pere. But please head over to our Facebook page and let me know, where is your favorite place to get a Wisconsin fish fry, because I need to branch out a little bit, see some new places. So let me know about that. Please, if you like this podcast, share with your family and friends. Go like our Facebook page. Leave us a comment. I love to hear from you guys. Until next time, keep her cheesy.